Alright, so this is going to be my Ironheart episodes 1, 2, and 3 review. Episodes 4, 5, and 6 are dropping next week, next Tuesday on July 1st. So all 6 episodes for Season 1 of Ironheart within a 7-week span. Episode 1 is titled Take Me Home. Episode 2 is titled Will the Real Natalie Please Stand Up? And Episode 3 is entitled We in Danger Girl. Episode 3, I think, was the best, especially because it had a lot of suspense in it, and it kind of left us with a good halfway through the season cliffhanger as to what the second half, the last 3 episodes are going to be. But let's get started. I thought this was really entertaining. I didn't feel like this, really stepped on the tailcoats of Iron Man too much at all, like most of the toxic fans are talking about. As far as Marvel Disney Plus shows go, this is definitely in the better half for sure so far. This is definitely better than Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was the absolute worst Marvel Disney Plus show, which I think... No, it wasn't the last one. Agatha All Along was the last one. Agatha All Along was released at a really good time of year. I think Agatha All Along was released in like September or October, and it was already like a spooky magical show. So I don't think it was better than Agatha All Along so far, but let's get into it. It's hard to rank among the Marvel Disney Plus shows so far, but I think it's like a good 7 out of 10 show so far. I think it's pretty well written and produced. But the villain here is the Hood, Parker Robin. We get a little throwback footage to Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. But Riri Williams, Ironheart, she opens up her series by getting expelled from college. She's in apparently her 7th year at MIT and gets expelled during her 7th year at MIT. As she's getting kicked out, she wants to take something with her, so she takes her suit with her that MIT basically funded. And it's a really cool suit-up scene. I think it's really a step up from her suit and the CGI for her suit in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. It's really funny that like the MIT AI that's built into it, which is called Trevor, looks like that old Microsoft Word paperclip that used to help you out back in the day. And then as she's flying from wherever MIT is, I think that's Boston, to Chicago, as she's flying into Chicago, there's like a street preacher down on the ground that she's flying over that's talking about how Thanos was just the beginning. There's no Tony now to save us. So that was a really cool lead up, I guess, for Doctor Doom coming. Then Riri's talking about her suit, building her suit, needing to make it iconic, and that there's a subtle reference that other people are also building suits. So that's probably a good small little lead up to the Vision Quest series, which apparently is still happening. I don't think it needs to happen. I think we definitely do need to see White Vision back in the MCU at some point. I think that's one of the biggest dropped balls in the MCU now that we've got the island in Captain America Brave New World taken care of, that Tiamat island that was adamantium in Captain America Brave New World, that's been taken care of now. So White Vision's kind of like one of the biggest drop balls in the MCU, especially since Endgame. We see the elevator like job interview scene that was in the trailer, and we get a flashback scene to the, I guess, drive-by shooting of her stepdad and her best friend Natalie getting shot and killed. So it's really dramatic with the kind of the backstory and the flashback scenes that she keeps kind of like thinking about reliving. On to episode 2. Will the real Natalie please stand up? Riri develops AI, kind of just putting her brain into the computer, and her AI develops herself into her dead best friend Natalie. Episode 2, probably my least favorite of the first 3. We get a Madripoor name drop. We definitely need more Madripoor in the MCU, in my opinion. We get a funny little Houseway meme moment there. If you know, you know. And then it's I don't know too much about the villain, the Hood, but apparently he has to hold his breath to be invisible. You can also bend bullets in the air, but I think it's really cool how they're giving us some suspense in the heist scenes that they're doing, and hope to see more of that. And I think the Hood, Parker Robin, I think his cousin mentions how he wrestled the Hood from a demon, so we might actually be getting Mephisto. Let's find out in the coming episodes. Episode 3 is titled "We in Danger, Girl," and Riri gets a little name drop in for Pimtech, talking to Ezekiel Stane, Ebediah Stane, the villain from Iron Man 1, asking about like where his like bio skin tech is from, maybe. So that's really cool that they tied that in. Obadiah, the villain from Iron Man 1 in 2008, almost 20 years ago, his son is helping out Riri Williams, Ironheart, do her thing, become a hero that she is. And let me know in the comments, are you watching this? Have you ever read any Riri Williams, Ironheart comics? Have you ever read any Young Avengers comics? I think she's a really cool comic character. I'm glad she's in the MCU. And I hope we see more of her, because the tech shoot-up scenes, like seeing all the tech stuff, I think has really been missing in the MCU. So I think it's a good addition. I hope we see more of her. I know none of the Young Avengers have been named to appear in Doomsday, but there's been a lot of Marvel news lately as far as like Hulk being in the next Spider-Man movie, Punisher being in the next Spider-Man movie, Fantastic Four comes out in less than 30 days. So a lot of new stuff happening in Marvel news lately, but let me know in the comments, what do you think about Ironheart if you're watching it, or if you're a fan at all of the comics. And subscribe to my channel, please. That's the best thing to do to help me out. And also follow me over on TikTok, where I post a lot more videos in short form.